We got a bidet! Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about the new Season 3 content that we have for Diamond Dynasty in MLB The Show 23. And so, here we can see, welcome to Diamond Dynasty Season 3 starts now. Obviously, we can see there's some emphasis on the All-Star Game from the middle and to the left. And on the right, we got a little bit more extra, like, cool things from the Negro Leagues content for MLB The Show. So when you start the season, you will be greeted with this little informational slideshow, so to speak. There's a kind of a cool thing here with the Season 2 recap. So if you accomplish these 5 things in Season 2, then you can go over here and you will see that there are 5 rewards you'll get right away. So if you've completed them, you'll get them right away. If you're still working on them, I do believe that if you're working on them and then you come back to this screen, that you'll unlock them later. I did that with Season 2 and it worked, so hopefully it works here with Season 3. I do want to point out that the Diamond Duos pack at the end, I believe during the presentations they said that was a Choice 99 pack. It is not. Mine just gave me a 99 player and then that was that, so just want to emphasize there that I'm pretty sure they said that and it wasn't quite accurate. What are Diamond Dynasty seasons? So this is now Season 3, which means you can use cards that say Core, Set 2, and Set 3 in Season 3 required modes. So what that means is if there's a restriction where it says you have to have a Season 3 squad, well then you have to have those requirements from your cards. There is one wild that you can use, so there is an option to use one card from set 1 in your lineup as a freebie. So, you know, make your choices very good there, I suppose. We got featured rewards, which we're going to go in depth in a minute. Squad set requirements, we've already kind of covered that, where you have to have options from Core, Set 2, and Set 3. And then wild card player slot, we already covered that too. So let's get into the nitty gritty cool stuff now. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Season 3 reward path. We'll kind of start there. We'll probably cover some things along the way where we're going to be double dipping on information, but it's all fun here. So you can see I've actually earned some stuff already from that initial beginning. So when I said, you know, if you did these 5 things, you get some rewards. That's where this is coming from. So we can see there's a handful of equipment options from the All-Star Game. You can earn what is being used this year for your gear. Just kind of give you a little preview of what those are like. But probably what you are more wondering about are the player cards. So we got the NL All-Stars. Here are 7 cards in this pack. They did confirm you'll be getting 4 of them in the track. So 4 of the 7 for the NL and then 4 of the 7 for the AL, which we'll get there in a minute. So we got Josh Hader, Josiah Gray, Justin Steele, Devin Williams, Nolan Arenado, Elias Diaz, and Orlando Arcia for the NL. AL, we got Brent Rooker, Michael Lorenzen, I'll be getting him first, go Detroit Tigers. Garrett Cole, Kenley Jansen, sorry. Mike Trout, Josh Jung, and Yordan Alvarez. So again, you'll be getting 4 of these packs if you complete it all the way, so then just make your choices appropriate. I'll probably get Lorenzen, Mike Trout, Alvarez, and probably Jung. That's probably what I'll go for. The bosses for Season 3. We got Jock Peterson. This is the new legend, Mike Cameron. So I don't know much about Mike Cameron. He wasn't a Tiger, back in the day, so I don't know much about him. He did play during the time when I first started watching baseball. I just don't recognize him, but I did hear there's a lot of hype about him, so the fact that he's a new legend, I'll probably be getting him for the Boss Pack. Marcus Semien, Zach Gallen, and Buck O'Neil. So here's an example of one of the new sets that are coming out. So the company, San Diego Studios, heard a lot of feedback of, we kicked it off with some awesome Negro Leagues content. When are we going to get more? And now they're going to dish out some more. There are 8.99 Negro League cards that will be a part of set 3, and this is one of them. There's a lot of other cool ones coming up, so we'll just hang around here to see what those are. But you'll be getting, I believe, 3 out of the 5 of these in the normal run, and then you can get more of the packs in the section where you keep getting the constant 25,000, the loop at the end. Here's another representation of the Negro League 99 cards. John Donaldson. Moving along. And then we eventually get to the end here where we got the final Boss Choice Pack. I don't have access to the loop right now, but one thing I can tell you about it from the presentation is that they've been kind of listening to the feedback. I know myself, when I use this loop, I've probably gotten, out of the 2 seasons that have happened, maybe 1 or 2 diamonds, 2 to 4 golds, and then the rest are pure silver. And if you know what those cards consist of, not very much, unfortunately. So what they did is they went in and they made the boss packs and whatnot, and the AL and NL All-Star packs, the gold. The chase pack is going to be the diamond. So when you get there, hopefully the lowered tiers, so to speak, of better cards helps out a lot of people. I think it'll be more worth my time to try and keep rotating that cycle to get more packs with that in mind. Because I was always like, oh, am I going to get another 7,500 stubs or just 5 show packs? And that happens so many times. Team Affinity. So we got a new set of affinities. And these are based off of they're based off of past All-Star stuff. So we get some classics in here. So for me, Matt Boyd is what I'm going to be looking for. But we got some other cards in here. So classics are cards from MLB The Show of the past. So they're bringing back some previous cards into the mix that were some fan favorites. And then we got some new captains in here. You can take a look at those. Every team has a new set of these, by the way. Every season has its own set of classics. Every division season has its own captains, and then it also has its own what do they call them? Bosses. They all have their own bosses. So like for the AL Central bosses, we can see these are inspired by Home Run Derby and All-Star stuff. So me, Max Scherzer, I'm going to be getting that one first. But also, which is kind of like a twofer for me, Torrey Hunter was a Tiger as well during my time of watching, so I'm looking forward to Torrey Hunter as well here. But yeah, every division has its own set of these. One thing I want to point out with the captains that they emphasized was that if you go over to the tiers, they no longer have the parallel XP requirement. So it's just, if you have, for example, Tony Clark, if you have 10 hitters from Detroit Tigers, then you get the tier 3 boost. You don't have to grind experience for Tony Clark to get to the higher tiers. Another thing that's emphasized here with captains is the diamonds are higher value. They are now 95s. So when you go to get your diamonds, diamond captains from your team affinities, they will be higher this time than previous times. Oh, let's see here. We also got the moments. We got the team build like from before, where if you get 2,000 XP with said team, then you get 5,000 team affinity points towards the division. Captain stat missions, so there's different things with the captains that you can do that are specific to them. the Classics missions, so the different people from the Classics, like how I said I was going to get Matt Boyd, there's stuff for each of those players as well. And then boss missions. So from the bosses that were available, we got all this stuff. Scherzer, 500 XP, get that. ALC bosses, so this is kind of an interesting thing. So if you kind of think about it, and this is how I did the grinding for Season 2 a lot quicker, if you use a pitcher from the bosses, so for me, in this one, Max Scherzer, if I use Scherzer constantly as my pitcher for like offline stuff, you can hit that 1,000 very, very quickly with pitchers. It'll happen even faster if you have the other players in your lineup, but if there's one player to use to speed it up, find a pitcher, because let's say you do some play now games of 9 innings. 2 of those games with a full game of the pitcher will get you this 5,000. Not only that, if I were to use Scherzer, and you get about 600 XP per game when you do that. So if I did it twice with Scherzer, I would get this one. And then every 4 times with Scherzer, I would also get it for the Detroit Tigers team build. So those are just some perspective things to think about if you want to speed up the process a little bit. There's also the mini season, so there's a new mini season for Season 3 Team Affinity, where you can go in there and redeem vouchers to speed up the process. There's also a collection, so if you're getting Season 3 cards, you can go in and earn some other ones as well. What's kind of big is that you can earn these extra cards over here. We'll get to more of that in a little bit, though. That's kind of a little bit of a spoiler. You got showdowns for your Team Affinity. You got the conquests, which we will be covering those maps. I look forward to that. Those are my favorite. And then you can also earn points from March to October. So yeah, easy way to grind quickly is to do the conquest map and then also do the XP stuff. Preferably, if you get a pitcher for the boss, that can really speed up the process a lot. So yeah, every division has that stuff. So you can just apply it to that. Check out the different divisions to see what other cool things are in there. Other programs. So we got the June monthly awards that released. We also got a little bit extra from the June tops now. I already did it already, so we'll kind of see that's already completed. And it will be available on the channel very soon. But you can earn these 3 cards plus this 1,000 stubs just by going in here and doing your week 5 moments. There's only 3. It's do 3 innings of no hit, no walk game, tally 1 hit, and then get 3 hits for the 3rd one. So if you do those 3 really quick and you've already done the other ones, these 4 right here are an easy pickup very, very quickly. The other one is the monthly awards. So this is a big one that's brand new, so you can go in and get some stuff. We can take a look at some of the players. So here's the 2 captains you can get. And then we got our different players that we get throughout. There's choice packs, and there's also ones that you just get. So the choice packs for 95, you can take a look here. Going down towards the 97 choice pack, that is here. And then all the 99s, or 98s, excuse me, you'll get here. There aren't choice pack, it's just you get them as you go. And then the final one, the player of the month for June, was Ohtani, and rightfully so. Did really great. He's an awesome player. I'm really hoping Detroit picks him up in the offseason, which will probably never happen, but maybe. One thing you may notice is that normally the monthly were 150 points in the past. It's down to 100s. They want to get it to us quicker. One of the things that they are taking into account is that some of the stuff is very grindy and taking forever to get. I disagree in some aspects, but they did listen, and they have made it easier, not only in Team Affinity with the way I told you guys. They've also done it here with the monthly by taking out 50 of the points. So obviously you'll have your moments that you can go through and complete, which we will have a video on the channel. very soon. Stat missions. So the stat missions, instead of just grinding for all the players, so here we can see there's a handful of players that do, just the captains that have specific ones. But in these stat missions, it's just the players in general. So you don't have to get XP stuff for every player. It's just, here's some things that you have to accomplish all together. Same thing with the missions. So like, get XP with monthly awards players, monthly awards pitchers, hitters. They're all just grouped together, and then you can get your rewards that way as well. There is this optional collections, so I'll go ahead and do it right here on the channel for us. If you do that, you can earn something. You do have to do the other tops now that we talked about a second ago to finish it, because you do need the German card here to do it. And let's see, what did that accomplish for us? It got us 10 points. So right off the bat, if you do all the tops now, you get the 2 captains and 2 of these players here and 1 choice pack without even blinking, basically. So you get that. You can also do exchange. I don't ever do that because I'd rather sell my cards and get stubs than sell it here. Looks like you can do other stuff with events as well. But you should be able to do it just with the missions and the moments. You do not have to do the events. At least you haven't had to in the past. So that does cover the monthly awards. That is new for Season 3. I am still working on that Father's Day one. That one seems to be a bit of a grind. Okay, what other new stuff do we have that we want to look at? So, let's see. I think mini seasons there was something new. Team Affinity Season 3. They did say there was something else that was new that's coming very soon. We had that section where it was called like Lefty Loosey, where you could only use left-handed hitters. And there will be one coming out called Righty Tighty, where it's going to be all right-handed players. So I think they said that's going to come out in like a couple of days or so. But Conquest, you got all the new Conquest maps. There's 3 of them here. Obviously, there's going to be the new showdowns that you can do. I'm not a big fan of showdowns, but hey, maybe that's your thing. And obviously, you can play versus CPU. Online mode, so there's some new stuff here. They also did some stuff in here with the ranked, where it's easier to get stuff quicker. They lowered some of the innings required within here to get to the World Series pack. And they also, have the stat stuff you can do in here. And then some solo missions. Again, they're trying to take that criticism to heart about making it so you can get things faster. Before we look at this stuff, there's one thing I wanted to note that I noticed on the presentation. Season 3, I think it said was like 55 days total. And up there it says it was about 35 days for the first set of ranked. And so I kind of wonder what they're going to do with the other 20 days. Is the second time around going to have to be super fast? What's going on there? Like they didn't do it right in the middle. Thought that was kind of weird. But we got 2 players here for the first pack, first choice pack, the pennant race. We got wild card. I'll be getting Joe Nathan, former Tiger. And then our third one here from the Championship Series. And then the World Series pack. This will be a tough choice, quite honestly. But I'm thinking I'm going to lean towards Satchel Paige. I really liked the Negro Leagues section with him in it. And honestly, it's a really good card. I've been debating Juan Soto, but I've heard a lot of good things about Sean Murphy. So, tough choices when we get there, that's for sure. And then a couple of other goodies if you extend on after that. So that's the ranked stuff. There's some new events where you can earn other All-Star Games / Home Run Derby type stuff. Again, not really my thing, but I know a lot of people like it. In the collections, there's some new stuff here. So you can see Goat Est. So they've increased the amount of stuff you can get from the Goat series. Collect 12 of these things, you get 50 show packs. That's insane. I don't know if I'll get there quite yet. Probably not. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 things that are within reach right now. Yeah, I won't be getting there anytime soon. I only got 4. I can get up to 8. Well, maybe in a couple more seasons. So there's more things added to Goat Est. There is a new collection section for Team Affinity. So Season 3, where I said we kind of had that little spoiler, that's right here. So as you're acquiring the Team Affinity cards, you can collect them here to get some extra cards as well. Freddie Freeman, Captain. There's going to be a Spencer Strider, Captain. Some All-Star cards, as you can see. We got that cool motion background for Matt Olson here. That's really neat. Same thing with Jose Ramirez. I'm looking forward to that card. If there's one card that's not a Detroit Tiger that I really like, it's Jose Ramirez. He has just been very, very good for me in my lineups. I think he's a really good player. I wish the Tigers had him. Don't think it's going to happen. Corbin Carroll. I'm terrible with names. I actually got to see him at a Tigers game. He's a really good player, so I look forward to getting him as well. Let's see. So yeah, if you collect the Team Affinity cards, it looks like it's the captains, the bosses, and the classics. All of those will count towards this. Set collections, we now have set 3. So set 3 cards you can go in here and collect as well. By the way, this card is absolute fire for the art on the card. I just want it just because of the art is so awesome, but I know in good time. So what can we unlock as we collect cards? We get a Alexis Diaz All-Star card, Hilton Smith Negro Leagues card, that 99 diamond, Jackie Robinson. These are the choices for the new choice packs from set 3. Again, you should be able to get all of those as long as you collect all the different ones. Austin Riley, another choice pack, and then that final choice pack up top. So if you collect 300 set 3 cards, and you can get all those bonus rewards. Obviously, keep on going with set 2, 1, and core. I'm working on that. Still haven't gotten enough to do all those. So those are your new collections. I'm trying to think. I feel like there was one other thing that was pretty important. It's not really vibing with me. I don't know what it is. But yeah, so those are the new things for Season 3. Again, there's a couple of things that you can do right away that you can get some XP and packs, like from the beginning thing, or if you did these 5 things in Season 2, you get stuff. You can go into the collections and collect them. If you've gotten cards from the past for the monthly thing, we saw that, how I collected it. Got a little head start. Lots of cool stuff moving forward. God, that one thing is on the tip of my tongue. It's something that they were trying to make better. Oh, I know what it was. So they didn't like officially announce this, but I kind of gathered it from what they were saying, because they were trying to say, you know, in this season you can't use all your Season 1 cards, but eventually there will be a season where you use all of them. And I was thinking to myself, I wonder if that's going to be the final season. And then they kind of said that Season 6 is when it's going to happen. And then Season 6 is going to be that December-January time frame. And if we, you know, look back to previous years, that's around the time where the final reward path was released, is around December-January time. So I kind of wonder if 6 seasons is going to be the run of the game. So if that's true, we're kind of, after Season 3, we'll be at that halfway point. So we're about a third of the way through it, with Season 1 and 2 being done. But I think Season 6 is going to be the final one for the game. And like they said, you know, that's where you're going to be able to bring back all your cards and play with all of them together. I kind of wonder how that's going to work out. It'll be interesting. But that's kind of what I gathered. Even though they didn't officially say it, I think it is going to happen. But as far as this video, that's about all we got for you today. Again, we covered all the new Season 3 stuff from MLB The Show 23, Season 3 of Diamond Dynasty. lots of good stuff to dive into right away. I look forward to the other stuff that they release later on. There was some other small things that they were talking about right here. So some things to look forward to in a couple of days. That 7-10 All-Star Week, Monday night, they're going to drop a Home Run Derby pack. Tuesday night, an All-Star Game pack. And then Wednesday night, Wednesday is when the All-Star Program is going to be added in as well. So look forward to all that stuff. If you enjoy this type of video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We are doing MLB The Show content very quickly as it comes out. So if you're struggling with some moments or you're looking for some feedback or tips on the different ones, just kind of find the one that you need help with. And if the video doesn't provide you with, how to maneuver it, just shoot me a comment. I will give you my advice on how to accomplish each one of those. That way it can help you out with the different ones that you're struggling with. Drop us a like if you liked the video, and drop us a comment letting us know what card you look forward to the most from Season 3 of Diamond Dynasty. There's a lot of options, a lot of fun things to do, and so I'm looking forward to diving in. And then, as always, everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.